Hey everybody, what's going on? Today we're going to talk about ozone cupping. Why would you do ozone cupping? Well, if you have something on the chest, the torso, that you can't get to with the ozone limb bag, you want an ozone cup. So we're going to teach you exactly how to do ozone cupping. I'm Micah, the Ozonaut, teaching you how to do ozone therapy at home and finding health.
Please note, this video is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be medical advice. Please seek advice from your medical practitioner before attempting anything like this or ozone therapy. Ozone therapy is considered an alternative modality and is not approved by the FDA.
So here's what you're going to need. Oxygen regulator, oxygen tank. We showed you in another video exactly how to do that, so check that out if you don't know. Silicone tubing, an ozone generator, and the ozone cup itself. First thing you do is take your silicone tubing and connect one end to the barb outlet on the oxygen tank regulator. The other end is going to connect to the ozone generator, so now we have an oxygen tank connected to the ozone generator. The third thing you're going to do is take the ozone cup. There should be a long strand of silicone tubing with a little lure lock on the end, and we're going to connect that right to the top of the ozone generator. Now you're going to want to select your strength of ozone. So typically you're going to want to do a higher concentration of ozone. So these settings on this side are going to correspond to the regulator. So on here you see settings 1 through 11. On the regulator there are settings 1 through 11. So based on which concentration you want, you're going to set your regulator to that number. So for example, setting 8 creates a concentration of 40. Now that's the strength of the ozone. 40 gamma, or it's commonly called 40 micrograms per milliliter, kind of the scientific term for it. So we're going to use setting 8 to get a concentration of 40. So notice with these ozone cups, there's actually no holes in the top, so you need to make sure it's undone a little bit. So what we're going to do is, say I had a sore right here. You're going to put the cup right there, and the ozone is going to go in here, down, get exposed to the wound or the skin, and then it's going to come up through here. This is a destruct, so this destroys the excess ozone so you're not breathing it. However, if you're really concerned, it's always good to do it in a well-ventilated area. Or if you want, there's a link in the description that shows you a mask you can buy on Amazon for fairly cheap. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the ozone generator. We're going to set this to setting 8. So now what it's doing is the ozone is flowing in. It's getting exposed. Obviously, I would have my shirt off, but I'm not going to do that here. But it would get exposed to the skin, and then it would be going up and through the destruct. I actually don't smell any ozone right now. So again, this is just a good way to get direct contact on the skin if there's sores, infections, wounds that you need to expose to the ozone gas. So a common duration for doing ozone cupping is going to be anywhere from 5 up to 20 minutes and up to every day, depending on how severe it is. So people who have really aggressive infections, there was a doctor I knew, Dr. Jennifer Orsua. She had a patient with a non-healing wound that was extremely severe. And they took, the conventional system took a skin graft, put it over the non-healing wound. And this was nasty. It was right to the bone. You could see inside the leg, and it was right on the knee. And it just came back a few months later, just a little bit lower than where the skin graft was. Dr. Orsua was really excited because just with ozone limb bagging, which is pretty much just like this, just on the limb, and Lipogel 15%, an ozonated product, she was able to close up the non-healing wound. Now that's really exciting if you have pretty severe problems that antibiotics and all the other methods aren't going to work for. So something like this is a really simple solution for things like that. So you can do this for 5 to 20 minutes, up to every day. 2 to 3 times a week is normal. When I'm done, you just turn off your ozone generator, turn your regulator to 0. We're all good, and that's how you do ozone cupping. Again, you just use an ozone cup if there's something on the torso that an ozone limb bag is not able to get to. I'm Micah, the Ozonaut, teaching you how to do ozone therapy at home and finding health.